Match day 26. Welcome to FanTVnChill. Reasons to be happy for everybody. Reasons to be happy for everybody. Winner. It's all good. That's what he said. It's all good this week. Everybody's winning. Obviously, big news for Man City, but we'll talk about that. I think everybody here is pretty much happy with the news. Nobody's too depressed here. But we'll get to it. Obviously, big game tonight. Big result. There was a big clash between Chelsea and Man United. That's a big game of this week anyway. But big result for Man United. But we'll get to that. Big result. Anyway, Arsenal play Newcastle. Liverpool versus Norwich. Liverpool still winning. Good performances here and there, luck here and there. But if you play well and you score the goal, you win games. It's that simple. So it is what it is. Still top of the league. So we'll get to below Liverpool versus Norwich. So yeah, all good.
Why are you talking for me?
I'm not. I'm doing this. Called an introduction.
Wow, your intro should be.
Now it's your part.
Welcome to FanTVnChill. These were the fixtures. None of this opinion here, opinion there.
I'm doing the introduction.
I know you're
giving you the introduction.
I know you're guys.
Step up and chat.
You're guys, you're happy.
I'm giving you the introduction.
You're guys, you're happy, but
if you want to change and do the introduction and do a little chit chat in your introduction, you can do that next week.
All I'm saying,
I'm doing the introduction.
All I'm saying, that bipolar of you, control your emotions. Slow down, fam. Anyway, but let me
talking.
I'm trying, innit? Obviously, if you allow me, like, fam. No, I mean, like, let me do my thing. Like, when it comes to Liverpool, certain pagans don't really have the right.
You're still not doing your thing. You're just talking shit.
Why are you interjecting? I'm still talking. It's my time. I can waste it. I can cross my hands, my feet, whatever. I don't have to talk. So it's my time. You wait for your time. We have a clock over there for a reason, innit? You know what I mean? So just respect it, innit? That's the process. You know what I mean? So like, obviously, I'm plenty of fillers here because Liverpool, Norwich. I think even the players are bored. I'm bored. Like. Yeah, the league was done a long time ago, and yeah, man, we might as well just cut the season because we've got nothing to play for now. Give us our trophy. The guy, is it the engraver? That guy, he must have the best year of his life, and he's gone on holiday now, innit? He's done his job for him. He's had his paycheck from the Premier League. He's like, yeah, I've already put Liverpool's name on it because it's confirmed, sealed. I bet the trophy's already probably chilling at Anfield. So this year, the Premier saved money for the helicopter. You know what I mean? That guy is probably paid, like, you know what I mean? He's not last minute, so you're not even working on, like, you know, if something is important, like last minute, sometimes your pay rate could be quite high, but it's like, wow, listen, yeah, you can take 1 month to write that, to put that Liverpool name there.
That's why I don't remember Leicester fans being disgust.
Listen, I'm not.
First trophy ever. First trophy in 30 years.
Do I look like a Leicester fan to you?
Madness.
Do I look like a Leicester fan to you? Exactly.
Madness. Your first trophy.
Wow, man. If I mention your name in this conversation, I'm just
telling you.
So why are you ruining my time again? Calm down. Why are you so emotional? Rejoice, you won the game, innit? I've not said your name.
This shit about Premier League's over, rah. Why are you talking like you man about winning league after league after league after league?
Why are you biting? This is not. I'm having a conversation.
I'm not biting. I'm just stating facts.
I'm having a conversation with myself, innit? Just if you don't.
Well, there's 2 other people here, so you can't be by yourself.
Because it's my time.
So I'll be honest with you, me, myself, and I.
If you can't tolerate it, yeah. There's a door in it. Go see outside in it. I don't mind. I can speak to the camera. Obviously, yeah. Again, plenty of feelers like Liverpool, Norwich, away from home, top versus bottom. Yeah. You don't really, on paper, obviously, yeah. You don't really expect Norwich to get much out of it, but I think on the back of this kind of winter break and a lot of it, and I think the teams, it must be hard, like just to keep motivating yourself when you. They know, like, the league is sealed, and like that's probably the hardest bit for them now is like to just get ready to go again and treat each game with a bit more respect. But I think they're a professional enough team. But first half, the way we played, we weren't really. It was a boring game as well, like for most part of it. So first half, I think we kind of Norwich, yeah, they're not they're a decent footballing side because they can actually play and pro, but they were a bit more solid when we faced them in that first half. They weren't really sort of opening up a lot, and for some reason, instead of us just probing, and this is definitely an area that we should always improve and aspire to be better. It's like, yeah, breaking down teams, and we don't really have the players to do that. So at the highest level anyway, but for some reason, we kept trying to play along, more so coming from the centre backs, if not the back four, and kind of whizzing it even to Salah or da.
Which is weird, the fact that you're trying to play the long balls, considering the weather.
And on top of that, and you're facing the wind as well, which was just it made absolutely zero sense. And against a team that you know that they're not pushing you, they're gonna just stay there and they're waiting for you to come at them. So it made very little sense because they weren't really offering much going forward. And I think second half we kind of changed that, and we're a little bit better. And I can't really recall that many chances in the first half, to be honest with you. Like. From our point of view,
Like that one.
yeah, but that was offside. You can see. I know VAR. Obviously, it's irrelevant when VAR doesn't check it. But you watch it again.
Yeah,
you can check it again if you want. That was 100% offside. I saw it. I think like VAR would have choked it off. But obviously, the way the game runs is like, if you know whatever, they don't need to go back to it. But this is it. I've said this before in it. Like a sign of a good team is everyone. That's always the team is. The starting 11 is like. You know, hence when you asked me today, like, well, you know, who could be like your player of the season, like Alisson's name was on it because he doesn't have that much to do, but when he's called up on man delivers, isn't it? Obviously, come on, like he did his bit, but that was offside minor. Even if he went in, it wouldn't have counted anyway. I dare say that now, like with what VAR is about, sometimes you'd be in for a shock, but well, not sometimes anyway, but. And then second half, obviously, we started probing a little bit better. Yeah, I can't really again recall too many great chances apart from obviously when Mane came on in the second half. It kind of the dynamic change. You can see even Robertson was getting a bit more joy on the left because Mane just. I think defenders know as well. He's probably one of the most positive and the most efficient. No. Him and Salah, innit, because they're almost like our main strikers. Man is very efficient and dangerous, and when he's got the ball, he's very positive. Whereas Salah is not the most efficient. So, and you can see that he was creating space. He makes the best run, and he freed up Robertson. So we're starting to get a few more balls, a few more crosses, etc. But luckily for us, as he has done for how many games? 26 games. And how many goals have we probably scored? Every single goal that we scored. So VAR came to our rescue again and he gives us the goal. So because mate, like that's unacceptable. He pushed the man and that was a clear foul, even without VAR. Even the ref bottled it as well. So, but despite the push, I should say shove, it was a good finish. So, you know what I mean? You give him that good goal. We get the win, and we're still top of the league. Boring. Come on, give us the league now, innit? Because I don't really want to be doing this anymore, man. I'll focus on different things now, man. Let's get that Champions League done. Obviously, we're not here to talk about Champions League. Let's get other cups whilst in the meantime, certain smaller clubs are kind of wishing certain teams. Actually, nah. You know about the City thing, yeah? You know what? City, go on with the appeal. Make sure you overturn that thing, yeah. Come on, and stay there so that other these pagans here playing Europa League fight. I was for it, but on reflection now, I'm thinking, nah. Come on, go to Castle, whatever. Get that decision. Let me put things. Pagans can be playing.
Let me put things into perspective.
Listen, what? Go on.
Me and Damien over here supporting Man United. Supporting Man United and Arsenal, fans, cool, right. What you have to understand in the grand scheme of things, we're like the granddads in the Premier League, and you're like our little grandson. You've finally come through and you've stepped up, and you're about to pick up some silverware, and you're gassing mad. Like, I don't know what Arsenal, Chelsea, Man City is different because they would have been winning their first titles. But I don't know what, like, Chelsea, Arsenal, Man United fan gasses this much shit. Your first trophy in 30 years. Fam, you're ruining the whole show. Like, put some respect on your team's name. They're doing greatness, and you're out here saying boring. It's over. Like, it's mad. It's mad. Fam, turn the camera off like you did last week. That's what you really want to do. Go on, man. Mourinho.
Okay, no. Let me kill you.
I thought you said you shut up so I can talk.
Listen,
but you're still talking shit. You're still talking shit. We're comparing three managers.
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, hasn't won much, right? Neil Lennon, I thought he was a Beatles guy, but that's someone else. Neil Lennon has a strong CV. Managers judge.
You probably had more right to get the Man United job. Nigga, it's my time to talk. You fucking had your time. You had your time. You had your time. You had your time. Like, I'm sat here and you talk. What the fuck's wrong with you? Like, you had your time. Like, what's wrong with you?
You see why this?
You had your time. Like, turning the camera off. What's wrong with you? Like, if you can't handle the heat, then don't get in the conversation. For time. We've been trying to catch Chelsea, and then we flop and we flop and we flop. And today, Stamford Bridge, it was our time to have a go at Chelsea and see if we can get those points. Listen, it wasn't the best of games. It wasn't the most impressive performance from either team. You see this? This is what you call a lack of disrespect. Liverpool winning their first trophy. Like, winning their first trophy, and this is what they do. Madness. But anyway, that's what little kids do. But I'll let him sleep on that one. But yeah, it wasn't the best performance from either teams. Obviously, there was madness going on in the game. We'll get to it. Harry Maguire. To me personally, I felt as if the player kind of came into Harry. I didn't think it was intentional.
I felt like
but
could have stopped. I felt like
he
could have stopped.
I'll hold my hands up. On another day, he could have got sent off.
The thing is, he reacted how I probably would have reacted. When you feel like someone's coming on to you, like he could have. You know what I'm saying? Like, you pushed them back. So
because no homo in that. You ain't trying to get Mandem landing on you like You ain't trying to get Mandem landing on top of you like that, you know? Unless it's a ting, that's cool. But anyway, moving on. So obviously, barring that, that would have changed the whole game. Obviously, it's early. Listen, Kante is my boy. I've said get the checkbook out, give it to Chelsea. Let them write whatever number they want and bring Kante to Old Trafford. But listen, when I see him going off, I can't say I'm sad. He is my boy. I can't say I'm sad, but listen, that was fucking beautiful. Because in the heart of midfield and defensively, that is a key. That is a big key to them. You know, DJ Khaled, the key thing, like he is the key. So to see him going off straight away, it's beautiful. That kind of allowed us. And I think he put Chelsea, because it was early, it was only 10 minutes into the game, so that already kind of put Chelsea on the back foot. They had to quickly rearrange their tactics and obviously adapt to the game. Again, although when we had the ball, I didn't think we put too much together. I thought our passing wasn't at the best. We weren't productive enough with keeping the game, and I don't think like either team really got the game flowing, or there was a long period where either team had a period where the game was flowing,
just back and forth.
Yeah, just like back and forth, and you can probably tell like Chelsea, like they've struggled at home this season, and from that performance you could see. I don't know why Stamford Bridge. You would think at home they would be strong there, but especially with Lampard now being a manager, obviously you play for Chelsea, you know what it means to play for Chelsea. You think they'll be quite strong at home, but obviously not. But mine is that obviously we get our first goal. Tony Tony.
Wan-Bissaka.
But yeah, Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka.
I haven't
Like,
seen the too much attacking.
No. When certain man, like they're quick to attack him when he's not doing what he should be doing. But when he's doing what he should be doing, they're sleeping on the job. But let me tell you something. Wan-Bissaka, listen, he did. Listen, tick-a-tack thing there, and he got the ball into the box, excellent cross, and Tony Montana, Tony Montana, Anthony got on top on it and put it into the back of the net, and that was 1-0, and that was fucking celebrating on that one, big goal, big goal. Then obviously moving on, was it no, Chelsea didn't equalise next, didn't we? We went 2-0 up before everything else happened.
Chelsea equalised.
Yeah, and obviously for time, when Harry Maguire first come to the club,
Chelsea equalised before.
They equalised before, and then he got disallowed, didn't it? Yeah, because that Kurt Zuma one. Where was that one when that was from a corner, wasn't it?
Yeah. I can't remember who played. I think I can't remember who played. Was someone that pushed it to someone.
Yeah, so obviously. Obviously, we've seen what. Actually, to be fair, before that, what's his name? The guy playing up front for them, Belgium striker. Yeah. I think he had two chances. Don't think the first one was that decent, but the second one was quite decent. So to be fair, Chelsea did have chances in that game, and obviously, again, with the disallowed Chelsea goal, for me, there was. Listen, on another day, that might not be given, but today it was given, and there is evidence there. There is a case for it there, but I don't care. It's gone our way, so we keep it moving, and obviously we get a corner down at the end. Harry Maguire, fucking hell, when he first come to the club, and he was getting chances, and he wasn't putting them into the back of the net. Well, fucking hell, today he chose the right moment to fucking put it. Listen, I don't care what he puts on it. As long as it's in the back of the net, he's done it, and we're 2-0 up. At that point at 2-0 up, because the way we've been this season, you never know if the game's 100% secured. And obviously we go down at the end, and what happens? Obviously. Chelsea go down at the end, and Giroud looks like he's equalised. And obviously, don't worry, I'll put the video up in the. I'll put the video up. The celebration. Certain man who are sleeping now, celebrating too early. They're celebrating too early.
They're headlights.
Yeah. Celebrating way too early, and they got caught sliding, got caught offside. But don't worry, we'll include that little highlight.
That one, it was vitally choked.
Yeah, like.
Oh là là, sacre blé, mais putain de merde. Oh là là, Zuma, let's go. Love that. I enjoyed that a lot. Let's see that again. Come on. Wing. What you saying? Look at this guy. Look at this guy going from like a little kid in the candy shop to come on, don't fit. Fam, I'm pissed off. Like, checking foul from where and who to where? Like, oh, you're gassing me. Oh my God! VAR! VAR, you're ruining it.
I could have swore you.
What is it?
VAR, you're ruining it. VAR, you're ruining it.
I could have swore you.
That was Liverpool. If that was Liverpool, what you say? What you celebrating? Go!
Where are you in the league? Where are you in the league?
Go! And a clean sheet. That's very important defensively. It was beautiful to see Eric back in the starting lineup, back in the team. Listen, I've always thought he's my favourite centre back at United, and I've always thought if if he just gets fit, plays consistently, you know what? I wanted him to be even captain. If he could just play consistently. But you know what? Hopefully him and Harry Maguire can build a partnership. Please. I just hope he does not get injured. But again, onto the positives. We move on. 3 points. Chasing, minus the City thing, we're still chasing 4th place. That's all we need to think about. But yeah, good performance, lads. Good result. Again, I do apologise to Man United fans and Arsenal fans for Liverpool's. What do you call it? Is it ignorance? Arrogance. I do apologise for Liverpool fans, and to some Liverpool fans. It's not all Liverpool fans are as arrogant as clearly some people with their 10 toes. Again, not advertising anything, but cut your toenails. Anyway, yeah. Or at least wear some socks. But anyway, on to Arsenal versus Newcastle. It's all you.
Yeah, so
Hey, at least this week he didn't put the camera down and he stayed in the studio.
yeah. Obviously, last game of the weekend, Arsenal was at home to Newcastle. Obviously,
What's going on?
obviously,
I missed.
No, don't worry about it.
So, yeah,
You watch the recording.
Oh shit, sorry. I'm so sorry, man. Come on.
So that was that. You enjoy it. You enjoy it. You enjoy it. Yeah. So last game it was Arsenal versus it was at home to Newcastle. Obviously, in recent weeks, obviously since we haven't won a game since the New Year's Day game against Man United, that's the last game we won. Since then, we've been just chilling at IKEA, getting bare draws and that. But anyway, so and obviously Newcastle. Obviously after the winter break, obviously man's been chilling in Dubai. It was reported that Arteta had our players working on tactics and plays and stuff. Obviously, we go into the game. Changes from our style, which I was welcome to, was the fact that we dropped Lacazette and Nketiah started, which I have no issues with that. And it shows a sign of a manager that's not afraid to make kind of big decisions. Lacazette's not in form. If you're not in form, he shouldn't be in starting lineup. Obviously, I personally would have started Nketiah. I probably would have put Aubameyang through the middle and put Martinelli starting. But again, the manager sees him in training, I don't know. So we decided that. So yeah, so we go to the game. We start off the game. In my opinion, we didn't start off well. I don't know if the lag from the training got to them or something like that, but Newcastle seemed a bit more spirited. I wouldn't say that Newcastle were causing us a lot of problems in terms of chances or clear-cut chances, but I'd say they had more of the play and they was dictating.
Not gonna lie, after the first half, I had high hopes, and then the second half.
I was saying so really that I've said a lot how teams should be dictating play on our pitch, and obviously Newcastle was never a team that was dictating play on our pitch. The only issue that I have, obviously, with Arteta, in obviously I know that obviously we've been playing well under Arteta and stuff, but we're not stringing together like a full 90 minutes worth of good play. It always seems to be a half or and recently it's always been like one half we're good and another half we're dire. Obviously, so in the first half, Maxim, what's his name? I can't remember the guy's name that played for Newcastle. Maximus, he was causing this trouble. To be fair, he actually reminded me of my man from Wolves.
Traore.
Yeah, he reminded me of Traore. A lot of the play, he was like quick and he was strong and stuff. A lot of the play, but I wouldn't say his delivery that was on point. That's what I'm saying. He reminded me of Traore like last season, where he was doing some good bits.
He's a good player. I can see good stuff.
Yeah, he was doing some good bits. When he was getting to the crunch, he wasn't really doing it. But he was causing us a lot of issues. Obviously, he was playing the left wing, and Bellingham's no slouch, and he's like, that's not Bellingham and that. So, so there's nothing much for me to shout about in the first half. But I would say is towards the end of the first half, I'll say like the last 10, 15 minutes, we started to get a hold of the game, and we started to play a lot better. Which then went into the halftime, and I've said it before, and I'll say it again. It shows a sign of a good manager when he takes brings his team in, and then he has a team talk, because we came out in the second half with a different step. We came out in the second half like something has been drilled into these players' heads, and they had a different mindset in the second half, and we was dominating, we dictated play. Obviously, the first goal we got was a bit fortuitous in the sense of it was bad defending, I'll say, from Newcastle, but it's a good header from Aubameyang. The Newcastle defender, I can't remember his name, I think it's Lozano or something like that. He was wrong side of Aubameyang, and Aubameyang got up and he headed it in, gets you the first goal. Goals change games, we go on from that. Second goal we got was from Pepe, obviously. He obviously changed some celebrations from that to that, and obviously with he's number one player right now. I'm not too sure. I don't know. I haven't been speaking to his agent. I'm not too sure. So yeah, so yeah, we go from that. Obviously, Pepe, he's been playing a lot better from the turn of the year, obviously. But shout out to our makeshift left back Saka, who on the wing just put it. He had like two Newcastle defenders, puts it through the guy's legs and just plays it across goal. Pepe's there to finish it off. So again, I'll say it again. It goes back to poor defending. So that's the first two goals that we scored that were results of good play, but also bad defending from Newcastle. Our third goal, obviously, Ozil capped off a good game. I'd say a good 60 minutes. Between the 15 minutes from the first and the 45. A good for getting his goal. Ozil's not a guy that gets goals. He's an assister. Even when he has chances to shoot, he won't pull the trigger. So I was happy that he got himself a goal. It was a bit fortuitous. By that point, Lacazette was already on. He kind of like rolled the defender and he didn't look like he picked out anyone. He just kind of squared it, and then Ozil had to be there in the right place.
It'd be a sick wingman though. Be a sick wingman.
I don't know. It's all about
Be
that.
a sick wingman.
I don't know.
Nah, disagreement. Do you see what he done with Kolasinac? Chilling in the car farm.
Oh, I'm not talking about bodyguard. I said wingman.
Nah, don't
Wingman.
trust him. I don't trust him at all.
If you and him in 101,
Nah,
like you be struggling to see. Next thing you know, there's a thing right next to you. There you go, Congolese thing. But anyway, can't carry on.
Anyway, yeah,
can't see that.
That's another story for them.
That's not a story.
That's the chill. That's the chill of the fan TV.
After hours.
That's the chill of the fan. After hours.
Yeah.
Little something right now. Yeah, anyway, so I'll say, and obviously, Lacazette, obviously, he's been in bad form. He hasn't been confident, but he managed to get himself a goal. The fourth goal he got, he was square to him, and he actually mishit the shot. He meant to put it. I think he meant to put it into the left hand corner of the keeper's right, but the mishit puts it into the near.
He hit his standing leg, innit?
Yeah,
I think it was one of them.
obviously. A goal's a goal, and you can tell by his celebration that he wanted it and he needed it, which I was happy for him. Obviously, a lot of the players and the fans, everyone was all happy for him to get his first goal. I think in like 9 games, I think it was. So I'm happy for that. Positives from the game that I took from it is again from Arteta again. I keep on saying it, but like his team talk seemed to be positive.
Do you reckon that score is a bit?
Yeah, of course. It's definitely flattering. The score was definitely flattering.
Because like you say, like goals change games, but it's almost like you're almost reactive in it. Like, and I've seen enough time. Well, not enough time, but like, the games that I've seen, say even the basic like Leeds, like at home, first half, look like you guys won there, and then it's like I don't know, and maybe it's just like. But on another day, a better team, a more clinical team, it's a wrap.
But we have played against better teams like Chelsea away.
We're coming in. We coming your way from. We coming. Give us a half. Anyway, that's a conversation and debate for another day. Give us a rascal half like that.
FanTVnChill triple X. So obviously positive statement. Obviously, I forgot to say also a 2-0. Newcastle did have a chance. I think from Kieran Clark. I think it was. He kind of ball dropped to it in our box, and he kind of spurns it wide. Which was a poor finish for himself. That was a 2-0, it could have changed the game-ish. But yeah, that was the only chance I'd say was pretty much clear cut. I think Maxson hit the post from a good strike. He kind of whipped it. He hit the keeper's left-hand post. So that's what I was saying. So positives from it, obviously, Arteta with his team talks. Obviously, Lacazette getting his first goal in 9. Ozil scoring, obviously. Ozil scored, which he didn't usually score. Aubameyang getting back onto the goal tally, obviously, since his suspension hasn't really been in the goals. So that was a good thing. Obviously, Saka at left back showing great promise. That's a positive talk from the game. Was our next game Everton at home. Again, I'm hoping for another 3 points, but Everton are on a bit of a resurgence from their manager, so we'll see what happens with that. But yeah.
Was there any special mentions?
Quality results again. Can't be us.
I don't think there was any.
Nothing that's
Not this week, because the weeks were split.
Yeah, but anyway, obviously, Premier League, Liverpool, that's Liverpool's. But obviously, top four, after obviously beating Chelsea tonight, top four between obviously Chelsea, United, Wolves, Arsenal, Tottenham. It is pretty much
Everton, Sheffield United.
Oh, I wouldn't count Everton as top four. Sheffield, yeah. But,
if you're gonna say
but no, I always say, huh?
If you're gonna
I
say
mean, they're there, but the one thing about
to be, but go on.
no,
Yeah.
but the thing about Arsenal, you know, Arsenal have, if Arsenal can go on a run, they can be much more consistent than Everton. But anyway, yeah, that's fine. They're there anyway. But yeah, there's about what six of us, seven, yeah, fighting for that seventh. For that fourth ideally, but obviously if something happens to City, the fifth is also there. So that obviously, like I said, the league's over, so that's the main like title bit challenging part for Champions League football next season. So fucking hell, I hope United get it, but we'll keep an eye on it, see how things go.
So we'll keep an eye on it.
We'll keep an eye on it, see how things go. I don't think any of those teams this season have been. Yeah, nobody's been consistent. Otherwise, somebody would have it cemented. None of us have been. Huh? No one has been consistent enough. Well, Leicester have been more consistent than others. Yeah. But Leicester, to be fair, Leicester, I'll put out there. Yeah, but they're pretty much there already. They are there, but minus them getting about 4 defeats, you never know.
Chelsea are doing what Arsenal done last year, you know. They're gonna miss out on top 4 just because of their own stupidity, because they're flopping, fam.
You never know. But anyway, thank you for watching the show. As always, thank you for the support. Please subscribe, share the videos, and if you have any feedback, feel free to message us on the YouTube channel, on the Instagram channel, and we always listen to all feedback. Even if you want to put in a complaint about certain presenters sleeping. But anyway, subscribe, follow. Until next week. Bye-bye.